Hello everyone, this is CS Divesh Goyal, practicing company secretary from Delhi. Today in this video, we are going to discuss about the procedure of transmission of shares under Companies Act 2013. As we know, shares are the movable property. Its owner can be changed their hand by their intent voluntary act. If they are transferring the share voluntarily, it is considered as a transfer of share. If the ownership of the share goes to another person by operation of law, it is called as a transmission of share. So there is a bit line of difference between transfer of shares and transmission of share. Transfer of shares is a voluntary act of the person. Transmission of shares due to operation of law. Transmission is involuntary transfer of ownership of share from one person to another. Transmission by operation of law can be take place in following situation as mentioned on the screen. Death of the member, whether the member adjudicate insolvent, when the member became mentally ill, order of court, when the company is amalgamated, when the company is merged and the other companies goes into liquidation. These are the some situations when the transmission of shares take place due to operation of law. So in this video, we are going to specifically discuss about transmission of shares in case of death of a shareholder. It was held that transmission of death of the shareholder is by operation of law only. It is an instant transfer of ownership of the last holder from moment of the death, and what a company does is only the secretarial one. So we can say that once the shareholder dies, immediately the ownership transfer to the legal hire. Whatever the procedure company do, that is relating to the only to the secretarial one. But in this video, we are going to the step-by-step process by the legal hire of the company for transmission of share. Step 1. Application by the survivor. In case of death of shareholder of the company, the survivor in case of joint holder or legal hire, as the case may be, who want transmission by operation of law in his favor shall file a simple application with the company with relevant document. So means in case of joint shareholding, the joint shareholder will file an application. In case their share is not in the joint shareholder, share as a single holder person, then their legal hire will file the application with the company. Along with the application, legal hire will attach following document: the death certificate, the succession certificate, the probate if there is any, and specimen signature of the successor. Depending upon various circumstance, may be considered necessary for the transmission of company. So there is nothing like they have to prepare transfer deed. They don't require to prepare any transfer deed. In case of transmission of share, transfer deed is not required. The document which required is the journal application by the survivor, along with all these documents like that certificate, succession signature. They will submit all these documents with the company. Then what shall be the duty of the company? First duty, the company record the particular of the death certificate and a reference number recording entry given to the shareholder. First duty of the company. Second, company review and verify the document and submit with the transmission. In case all document in order, company will approve the transmission request and register the share in the name of the survivor. Third duty, once company satisfied with the document, will endorse the share in the name of the survivor and register his name in the register of member. So this is the process. Now some points are regarding to the transfer of shares. Further points we are going to discuss. What about the voting right? When the survivor will get the voting right, the transfer may effect immediately on death, but the right of voting only after his name is recorded in the register of member. Once the name of survivor is mentioned in the register of member, he will get all the voting right. Time limit for issue of certificate by company to the survivor. Company will issue the certificate within 30 days of receiving of application in the name of survivor. Transfer deed, as we have already discussed, it is not required to execute any transfer deed for transmission of share, and it is not required to pay any duty, stamp duty on transmission of share, because there is no consideration involved. What is the time limit? What is the limitation period for applying for the transmission? There is no limitation period for making application for transmission. Similarly, transmission can't be refused even during the lock in the period of the share also. Production of share certificate necessary for company. It may be happen many times the survivor don't have the copy of the share certificate. In that case, they can make an application to the company with the indemnity bond that in case the company face any loss in future, they will pay for that loss and they can make the application for the company for the transmission of share with such indemnity bond. So this is the process of transmission of share, which is mentioned under section 56 subsection 5 of the Companies Act 2013. This article is published on our blog, that is www.csdiveshgoyal.in. If you have any query regarding the same, please mention in the comment box, and you can subscribe our channel for the regular updates on the Companies Act. Thank you so much.